And Michelin-starred chef, the one and only Curtis Stone. It's their last 2 hours.
It sure is. What a fun weekend it's been. Thank you so much to everyone that's been watching, but we have got some fun things saved for you for these last 2 hours.
In fact, some of the best of the best. And this is actually the nesting set that I own.
Yep.
I personally know and love and use Curtis Stone. This is a 15-piece set. It is the biggest. It is the best value. I added up all the different pans. This is like $350.
It's crazy, and every single pan has a lid, so you're never searching for that lid for the right pan. Everyone has a lid, and you get the steamer insert.
You get 3 saucepans with the lids. You get 3 of the fry pans with the lid. You get the steamer insert. Just one of these is $60. We're counting you down to a complete sellout. I believe we have about 400 of these remaining, and once they're gone, they're gone. It's never coming back. And we have free shipping on all of your stuff tonight as well.
Do. We've also got this fun little loaf pan, which is so awesome. I'm going to go over and get the burgers ready. I'll let you do this.
You get the loaf pan ready, and I hope you got an appetite, because we are going to be eating and cooking over the next 2 hours with the one and only Chef Curtis Stone. We're doing something tonight. We have waited all weekend to share with you. What is this? It's the lowest price ever on the DuraPan 6-in-1 multi-cooker. This is not only going to sear, it's going to saute, it's going to slow cook, it's going to braise, it's going to stir fry. It has manual modes. It has a mode that keeps warm, but this is my favorite part. This is all DuraPan on the inside. This is completely removable. You can cook, you can serve, you can store in this pan, and it has never been $139 until right now. Everything's on 5 interest-free flexible payments, but I know a lot of you are big Curtis Stone fans. It's your last 2 hours to shop, and how rare is free shipping on all Curtis Stone? It comes around like once in a blue moon. Well, it was a full moon a couple days ago, so we got the free shipping. We got an amazing weekly deal drop. Guess what else expires at midnight, along with so many of our Curtis Stone deals? Our weekly deal drop. Okay, I have been tempted by the smell in our kitchen for the last 2 hours.
So you get 20. You can choose 10 turkey, 10 beef. You can choose 20 beef, 20 turkey, or 10 turkey or 10 beef. It's totally up to you. Now, the turkey is all white meat, right? So it is the best of the best. It is so succulent and juicy. I'll show it to you. And the beef, of course, is all grass-fed, no added hormones, no antibiotics, no growth steroids or hormones. Here's the cool thing. Each burger that we send you home is frozen on dry ice, so you just pop them straight on into your freezer. You can hear them, frozen solid, and they're individually packaged. So when you want one, you take out one. If you want 5 for Memorial Day, take out 5. By the way, Mother's Day is coming up. Maybe you want to do a little barbecue for Mum.
Let's do it. Graduations as well. I have to feed an entire army over graduation. All my nieces and nephews, they're all graduating from high school at the same time. Here's what you can order. In fact, it's super easy. You're going to choose either turkey, or you're going to choose the premium butcher's blend beef. You're going to choose if you want the 10 count or the 20 count. You're going to choose if you want it now or later, and if you also want to lock it in on auto delivery. So lots of options to make sure you're getting in on some of the most juicy, most tender, full of flavor, already like hand-packed. They have that look of being a homemade burger.
Well, these are steak burgers, right? So we actually use 3 different cuts of steak to make our burger. You can see the caramelization you get. You can cook them from frozen too, so they're very easy to cook. Let me just cut into it though, because I want you to see just how succulent and juicy these burgers are when you bite into them. So these are cooked medium well, and you can see them right there. We're not undercooking them, because I know a lot of you like them well done. Some of you like them medium rare. The choice is totally up to you. But no matter how it's cooked, especially these couple up the top here, really quite well done. But look at how juicy and succulent these burgers are. And every single one of them will be as juicy as the last, and that is why our customers go crazy for them. Imagine taking a bite of that, you guys. It is so succulent, so juicy, and the flavor is just crazy. I'm going to cut right on through this, just so you can see, even as I cut towards the end of the burger, just as juicy as the first bite. Right? You can just see it right there. The flavor's fantastic.
I'm already drooling, and drooling is required when you're around Curtis Stone. Now, you are a butcher by trade.
Right.
This is how you started off in the kitchen industry many moons ago in Australia.
That's exactly right. Well, this is why we make our burgers the way we do. We use 3 different cuts of steak. We use the chuck, we use the brisket, and we use the sirloin. Why? Because they're beautifully marbled. Have a look at the cuts that I'm talking about. See all that intermuscular fat? That's what gives it its richness and its delicious delicious flavor. It's the perfect texture. It's the perfect depth of flavor. They're the 3 cuts we use. Let me show you how most people make their burgers. It's called trim, right? I call it mystery meat because you have no idea what's going in there. And by the way, it's every little offcut of fat or sinew or meat. When you cut in your other steaks, you have no idea. They put this through a grinder. They call it a burger. It's disgusting, right?
So how important is it to know where your beef comes from, where your turkey comes from? The turkey, it's all premium white meat. Here's what I just want to emphasize. The best value is in the 20 count because you really get down the price per burger, about $4.50 per burger. And if you order the 10 count, it's still good. It's less than $6, but price ounce for ounce, dollar for dollar. Go for the 20 count, and then you'll have them in your freezer. You'll have them every time you need a quick meal. You can cook from frozen, right?
Right, you sure can. I mean, just look at how juicy that is. I'm cutting into these so you get to see exactly what you're getting. You can see the seasoning that we put in there, so it's already seasoned. So all you do is you just take it out of the package, you go ahead and throw it in a hot pan, you can throw it onto a hot grill. I mean, look at the succulence of that turkey burger. Because I get it, turkey burgers have this reputation of being dry, and I know because they're not made the right way, but go ahead and have a taste of that. So, I mean, you can just have a look. I'm holding, forgive me for holding that in my big fat old fingers, but you can just see how juicy and succulent that is.
Not dry, not too salty. It's all real white meat. If you do not know where your meat comes from, there's a chance you don't even really know what you're getting.
That's right.
You don't know the source, you don't know the selection of the meats.
Here's 20 burgers, right? 10 turkey, 10 beef. Over here, I have 10 turkey, 10 beef. Now, have a think about this price. Divided by 20, 89 divided by 20, it's like $4 and change.
Yeah, $4.50.
That's less than a fast food burger, right? Think about it. Go to a fast food joint and try and get a burger for $4 and 50 cents.
And by the way, what kind of meat are you eating? You're probably eating that mystery meat that you just showed us, full of gristle and who knows what cut and who knows what quality and who knows how long it's been around.
Have a look how you can
here's what you need to know. We're getting very, very limited. Our weekly deal drop expires tonight at midnight.
Oh, wow.
They launch on Monday, and they all end on Sunday night. It's our final presentation. It's our final show. I do know the turkey is the most limited, and some of our options have sold out. I'll give you those updates here shortly.
It's all about to be gone.
Turkey or the beef. I mean, why not treat you and your family to a very easy night out? I mean, this is restaurant quality food. This is the same quality that you have at Gwen, your amazing restaurant, award-winning restaurant in Hollywood. And this is what people want. We want fresh food. We want yummy food. We want it fast.
Bobby Ray was talking to me. She said, I want to talk to you about shrinkage. And I said, Bobby Ray, that's very inappropriate to talk to any man about. But obviously she's talking about the burgers. And they don't shrink as like a normal burger does because we don't fill it full of fat. We actually grind the whole cuts of steak, and that is what's so special. I mean, look, this one's cooked about medium rare, and you can just see how juicy that is. I mean, it's like the Leaning Tower of burger. Juicy, succulent. You can just imagine biting into that, right? And the flavor is as good as it looks. You guys don't mess around because these are about to be gone. Nearly everything is sold out in the immediate ship, but we do have more on the future ship.
Lock in on auto ship means you get to reserve this price, and then you get to decide if you want future delivery. You can cancel that at any time. Just got updates. If you want the 10 count and the turkey, it has sold out. If you want the 10 count in our beautiful butcher's blend, that has sold out. However, we have them in future shipments and we have them in auto delivery. The best bet is going to be the 20 count. And I'll tell you this, if you get the 10 count, you're going to be kicking yourself a week or two from now. You're like, why didn't I just get 20? You could have 20 in your refrigerator. This is, if you just have one with your partner or spouse every weekend, this could be the next 10 weekends. You've got a burger ready to go. This could be for your family of 4. This could be your family of 5. This could be for Mother's Day. This could be grilling for Dad's Day. This could be a graduation party where you're really delivering restaurant quality food in the best quality. So the best price per burger is in the 20 count. The time is now if you want to reserve yours. I think you're going to be so happy because
you will.
Most of us, what do we do if we don't have anything to eat at home? We do go through that fast food chain, or we grab something that's not healthy.
I call this my insurance policy because when Lynn says, have you got dinner, honey? And I say, yeah, of course I do. And then I think to myself, and this is a guy that owns a butcher shop. I'm driving home and I'm like, yeah, of course I do, honey. And I'm thinking, what's in the freezer? Yeah, I got my burgers, I'm fine. You've always got dinner when you've got the burgers in the freezer. Now, you can see how easy they are to cook. Matt's getting that beautiful golden brown. He's doing them in the DuraPan. You can cook these on a grill. Both a charcoal grill and a gas grill are absolutely fine as well. Have a look at how succulent and juicy that. This is turkey, you guys, known for being dry. Look at that seasoning that we get in there so you can see that delicious, just like my pork ribeyes. Everyone said, well, pork's dry. You can see the seasoning in here. We season our pork chops as well in a very similar way. Different seasonings, of course, but the flavor is divine, and you will be so happy that you came on the journey with us. Now, I want to show you my little butcher's shop in Hollywood.
Okay, let's do it.
Or we can take you to where I source the beef from. But let's have a look at the butcher shop, because this is where it all began. This is me and the guys in the butcher shop. We're literally making burgers right there. We use the best of the best, and like I said to you, we use those beautiful cuts of steak. This is a butcher's burger. This is not just mystery meat that you have no idea where it comes from. It's all grass-fed. There are no added hormones. There are no steroids or antibiotics. They are free-roaming animals. It is a beautiful way to make the very best of the best. And when you're going to have a burger, you want to treat yourself and you want to know where it comes from. I actually think a burger's a really special thing. I know you can just have one on a Tuesday night as well, and that's fine. But I know you can't all get out there to Hollywood and see us in Gwen. So I said, let's try and get people that very same quality, and with the help of HSN, here it is. I'm going to show you what this looks like when I cut into it one more time.
I love the size of them. I love that they're all sort of hand-packed, and they sort of have that wonderful kind of juicy and tender, yet they still have great texture to them.
They sure do.
They're all individually sealed. They're all flash frozen. You can take out one at a time, two at a time, three at a time. Last minute kids, last minute company, popping over for dinner. What are you going to serve everybody that is like eating like you're at a steakhouse, but at home?
Yep. I mean, just have a look at how succulent and juicy those burgers are. You don't need to go out. By the way, when you go out for dinner, I've seen people charging $20 for a gourmet burger in some of these incredible restaurants or cafes. And I'm like, you know what? You just don't need to spend that kind of money. So get them at home. Memorial Day is coming up literally in a few weeks' time.
And if you put them in the freezer, they last a year.
12 months, which they won't last 12 months because you'll eat them much faster than that.
Exactly.
They can.
This is great for, you know, all your summer grilling and chilling weekends. It's also sometimes hard to know what to give Dad for Father's Day if you're kind of stuck. I'll tell you what, most dads like to get out there, be on the grill. Moms too. This is great for graduation parties and when you have to do some summer entertaining. Also, throw it in the freezer and you've got that last minute healthy meal that you can feel really confident about. This is our #1 highest rated brand here at HSN. We're going to talk about all the customer picks. We've got his DuraPans coming up. We've got crab cakes on the menu tonight as well. You have not yet seen the crab cakes this visit, and a little taste of something for everyone, because that's what you want. You want something healthy and fast.
And you want something juicy and delicious, and that's exactly what you get with these turkey burgers. You guys, don't mess around. We're down to just a few dozen in most of these configurations, so grab them while we've got them.
The best value is the 20 count, so won't that be nice? You get the best value, dollar for dollar, ounce for ounce on the burgers. If you go for the 20 count, because it's only a few dollars more, but yet you get twice as many burgers. That's how I like to roll. The more the merrier. Look at how they come packaged. By the way, his food is amazing. We're already so obsessed with like everything from your salmon to your shrimp, you name it. We're a Curtis Stone family, so we'll keep you updated. This price expires tonight at midnight, and also we are selling out of several of these configurations, but if you hop online, that is going to be the best way to shop this entire Curtis Stone collection. I know we're going to be busy. I want to welcome all of you Curtis Stone fans. You've been with us 12 years now at HSN Curtis, so congratulations.
Thank you.
You've seen him on the Take Home Chef, the Top Chef, the Today Show, the Talk, the Chew, the Biggest Loser, the Rachel Ray Show, dozens of TV shows. And I'll tell you, no matter where you find him or where you watch him, he's also streaming live on our HSN Plus. You will not find DuraPan because this is exclusively here at HSN. This is one of our biggest sets. This is one of our best values, and we are going to start counting you down to a complete sellout. All right, you're getting 15 pieces. You are getting the 8-inch fry pan with the lid. All pans come with the lid. You're getting the 10-inch fry pan with the lid. You're getting the 11-inch fry pan with the lid. Over here we got saucepans. You're getting the 1-quart saucepan with the lid, the 2-quart 2-quart saucepan with the lid. You're getting the nearly 3-quart saucepan with the lid. That on its own, this is a $50 value right here. But you're also getting this. Look at this, a giant stock pot, about 6 quarts with the lid. This is a $60 value. And we're gonna give you the universal steamer insert. The bottom has all those different universal sizes, so you can pop this into any of the pans and get the perfect steam. If you were to add all of this up, it's about a $350 value. We're taking about $150 off the price. It comes in the great Curtis Stone Red, which is his #1 best-selling color. And let me tell you right now how many we have left. Not only do we have 5 flex pay that ends at midnight, but we also have free shipping. How many? We have 254. That's exactly how many we have in our inventory. Every single one is going to go in the next 10 minutes. So if you can, I will highly encourage you, when you see a very large cookware set, know it's the best value, and they are very rare and hard to come by. I always tell my entire family when they're shopping Curtis Stone, and they say, what cookware set should I get? And I say, you know what? You should just wait till he's on air, because that's the best time.
That's the best value.
And sometimes it's worth the wait, but when they're here, they go quickly.
I mean, have a look at that. This is one of the pork ribeyes that we do. I pounded it out, covered in breadcrumbs, and then deep fried it. And you're thinking to yourself, what do you mean deep fried? I thought we were doing non-stick. Yeah, you can deep fry in the DuraPan. So watch this. These are my shrimp, by the way. We have those available for you as well. And I'm just dropping those straight on in. The burgers are almost out the door. So much of our food has gone. So really, I encourage you for our very last show to jump on in while you can. In my 8-inch, I've got a giant ribeye. Over here in the 10-inch, I've got breakfast. So eggs, bacon. The reason we've sold 5 million pieces of this cookware is because absolutely nothing sticks to it, right? It literally just, you can just glide that around the pan. Same here with my big old steak. You know, the great thing is you can get 450 degrees worth of heat into these pans, and that is the result. I mean, look at that beautiful caramelization that you get on your fish, your chicken, your burgers, you name it. You can saute. Now, if you've got this at home, give us a call. We had so many wonderful callers earlier today. And the reason that people love the pan is really for the cleanup. I'll show it to you. Here are my eggs. I'll put no oil or butter in anything that I'm cooking tonight. You ready for this? I mean, blink and you miss it. The food literally slides right on out, and watch. I just give my pan a real quick wipe, and I'll cook again. So in that same pan. By the way, last time I checked, we had 100 sets of the Faroe Island salmon. You better tell me if I'm giving you bad information, because I don't want to give you the wrong information. But in my 10-inch here, 3 of those portions of salmon, again, nothing sticking. It just glides around. Isn't that so cool?
I have this set at home, and I'll tell you what, the reason why I love it is that it's everything that you need. It's every fry pan that you need, it's every saucepan that you need, it's every stock pot that you need, and you get the universal steamer. You're getting 15 pieces. Now, sometimes we have an 8-piece set, sometimes we have a 9-piece set, sometimes we have a 12 or a 13-piece set. This is the biggest. This is the 15-piece. Once it's gone, not coming back, and you are getting an amazing value. About $150 off the retail price. The last 15-piece nesting cookware set was a $350 value. Some of those pans are $30 and $40 and $50 a pop. If you order one now, I've got one for you. This would be a great graduation gift, don't you think, for somebody who's getting ready to go into their first apartment?
And you're saying 15 pieces, that's huge. Do I have the space for it? Let me show you something, because, by the way, once you remove the lids, and we've got a really fun tool for you, by the way, this is the lid organizer. So if you want to pick this up as well, it's customizable. You can make it as big or as small as you want, but you can go ahead and stack your lids up in there between the different organizers. But let me show you something. See how this goes in here, and then this goes in here. That goes in there, you remove the lids, right? And then these just nest down. You're not going to believe how wonderfully this does nest. It really just, it almost all disappears, right? And then when you pop, even that fits back in. We've engineered it so the whole thing kind of fits into one piece, if you will, right? So that goes in there, that goes in there. And look, yes, I've got that piece loose, but I mean, look at that. That, my friends, is 15-piece cookware set plus that little 8-inch. It's so good to store. I just wanted to take the time to do that because I know a lot of you see the 15 pieces, you're like, wow, that's huge.
That's actually the #1 reason why I bought this set. I have a very small kitchen. You know, when you move in and you got to live with the kitchen that you got, you got to make the most of it. Make every little cupboard and counter space work for you. A lot of you are adding that amazing lid organizer. This, to me, was a game changer. When I had that lid organizer, I was like, oh, they're not piled in drawers. They're not, you know, getting stuck in and out of the pans. My producer, my director saying, yeah, I think I need this now. It makes everything so easy to find right there at your fingertips. Need the smallest one, need the middle size, need the big one.
It really is great.
DuraPan, though, it's the non-stick finish that everybody really loves. Because I will tell you this. This is what I learned from you, Curtis. It's not you that's a bad cook. It's the pan.
That's right. It's the cook.
We've been cooking in bad
cookware.
pans.
I mean, look at what I'm doing here. I'm frying these gorgeous shrimp, and you can just see the results. We're deep frying in non-stick, you guys. My salmon comes out perfect every time. My steak. By the way, if you want to make sure that your steak's perfectly cooked, because, yeah, it looks gorgeous and golden brown there, grab one of these. It's my kinetic thermometer. All you're going to do is give that a real quick shake. Doesn't require batteries, you guys. You just shake it to wake it. You pull that probe on out like this. Probe it into the thickest part, and you're going to know the internal cook. Look, I've got that on Celsius, but you can also flick it on over, and there you are on Fahrenheit. Look, we're only at 100 and... Oh, yeah, look at it rising. Okay, we're at 120... Still going. 126. Okay, so we're close to 130. Roll it over and take a look. 130 is medium rare. That's how I like my ribeye, so I'm going to take that out. But it'd be very easy to undercook or overcook that steak if you didn't know what was happening inside, so it's a great piece.
Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to say about, what, 10 minutes or sellout now? It is last call. This is one of his biggest sets, one of his best values. If you're shopping for a mom, a friend, you know, it could be Mother's Day, it could be Father's Day, it could be a graduation gift. These make the best wedding gifts, because look at everything that you're getting. Really quickly, I'll give you a quick recap. You're getting an 8-inch fry pan with a lid, a 10-inch fry pan with the lid. You're getting the 12-inch fry pan with the lid. By the way, these are all double riveted stainless steel handles. These are all tempered glass lids with the vent, so you can cook and look and see what you're doing all at the same time. Then we give you 3 saucepans. You get the small, you get the medium, you get the large. That's nearly 3 quarts. You get the 6-quart stock pot. This alone is a $60 pan. We not only took about $150 off retail, we're also giving you the last chance for our customer appreciation month pricing and the free shipping and the 5 flex pay. It expires to midnight. There's even one of these left. At the stroke of midnight, the price is going up and the 5 flex pay and the free shipping go away. So it's everything you need at a really affordable price, and you do not have to be an expert in the kitchen to be successful with Curtis Stone cookware. You make it so easy.
I also want to show you these. These are the pot protectors. So you can throw these into your pots. So see how they nest so beautifully? You can actually go ahead and line each one. So then, you know, it doesn't matter. I mean, these don't scratch easily anyway, but it just means that they're not banging and clanging. And that's what I love about it. It's kind of that soft touch, right? So now you can go ahead and put your next one in there. So they because they're made out of silicone, they fit to absolutely everything. You can even pop them on your kitchen counter. So they really are wonderful. We only have a limited amount of those, though.
200 to go around now in our pan set. But I love the idea that the handles don't stick out while you're cooking, so you can have more pans on the stove at the same time.
You absolutely can. I mean, look, I just went to the oven and I grabbed my macaroni and cheese. Now, another thing you might be interested in, if you're going to be going to the oven, you might want to pick up some of these, my little silicone handles. Have a look at this, you guys. Look at how nothing sticks to the pan. I mean, that's macaroni and cheese sliding off my cookware. I mean, so then, of course, the cleanup. Yeah, if you do the dishes at home currently, just wait until you know how simple and easy it's going to be when you've got the DuraPan. 5 million people have bought this. 5 million people have loved it. And look at it. That just had macaroni and cheese in it.
Do we have that little DuraPan video? You can really see why this is different. Because I think that will help everybody understand. This is not your everyday non-stick.
That's absolutely right. We actually formulated the non non-stick ourselves. No one else has it. It is forged aluminum, so it's lightweight. That's the first thing to know. The other thing that's really cool about it is we use 5 layers, stainless steel handles, stainless steel rivets. So the good news there is you can take the whole thing and throw it in the oven. The stainless steel plate on the bottom means that you can pop it straight on the induction cooktop as well. So whether it's induction, gas, ceramic that you cook on at home, it all works perfectly with your DuraPan. The thing that most people absolutely love about this is it's so versatile. I mean, I've just come from the oven. I've actually just roasted a whole chicken in there. That's a fry pan. And I just roasted a chicken. By the way, what's underneath it is my trivet, and that protects your kitchen counters from getting beat up or burnt. You can use it on your dining room table too, where you can actually just serve the food.
So it works on all cooktops. It works in your oven safe up to 450 degrees. Think about the ultimate gift. I have introduced my entire family to Curtis Stone. So hello to my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law, my mom, my 2 sisters. I've got a cousin and a brother-in-law who all ask me every single time that you're here, okay, which one should I get? I always say, wait for the big sets.
Right.
That is always going to be your best value. This is a 15-piece set. It's not an 8-piece, a 9-piece, a 10-piece, a 12-piece. This is 15 pieces.
It's as big as we make.
Everything that you need, day or night. I use these pans every single meal, every single day. They're worth every single penny. Mine look as good as new. The nonstick works as good as new. That's why it's thicker, it's stronger than any other nonstick that you'll find out there that compares to it in the market. And I love that it nests so beautifully. So you don't have to find room. You will just replace some of the pans that you have right now, and you'll have plenty of room. So here's what we have left. How many left? 172 of you.
Wow.
We have 7 minutes before this sells out. 7 minutes and it's moving on. Just one of those goes for $60, Curtis.
That's crazy. I mean, look at the burgers. You get that gorgeous color every single time. By the way, because we're giving you a lid for every single pan, literally 7 pans, 7 lids. I'm going to reach over and steal one from you if I may. I think I got the right size. No, I got one slightly larger. Amanda's going to grab it for me. Thanks, Amanda.
It's a good problem to have. We have too many lids.
Too many lids.
Wait,
We've got
you're getting 6 lids
for every single size. You're getting 6 lids and 6 pans, plus the stock pot. So it's actually 7 pans with lids, and then you get that steamer insert as well. I mean, it's a huge set, you guys. By the way, here's an idea. If you think to yourself, well, I don't know if I need all that, why not gift a couple of pieces?
It's a great idea.
Split it up, keep half the set for you, gift half the set to someone else. What a great gift. Then you're only paying $100 for your half of it, and you've got an incredible $90 gift for somebody. I mean, what a beautiful, beautiful way to do it.
I know you're loving those silicone covers. I would highly recommend adding the silicone covers to your order because they are the perfect size and the perfect shape to go on these nice little shorter handles. Because these handles don't stick out, they give you the perfect amount of extra surface area on the top of your stove, and you just pop them on right here. And that way you never have to worry about grabbing a pan too soon off the stove. These are sometimes sold out, and that's why I'm telling you, if you can grab them, please do, because you get a set. They come in red to match the cookware, and those could be gone in a heartbeat as well. We've had so many of you calling in this entire weekend. We don't always have 5 flex pay on Curtis Stone. We don't always have 5. We don't always have free shipping.
No, we don't.
And we don't always have you here, which is just fabulous, by the way.
It's nice to be back. It's so nice to be back. Now, you saw me throw the pan, the lid on my burgers, and you can see that cheese melt pretty much instantly, right?
Got all this food.
Also, that cheese that's sort of fallen off there. Have you got my burger buns there, Amanda? Thank you so much. I want to show you this because here's my burger, right? These are the beef burgers. We've got the turkey and the beef. I'm going to go ahead and pop those in, right? Looks gorgeous. We'll sit those over here. But look at the cleanup. I just did cheeseburgers. You know the last time you did cheeseburgers, right? Well, watch this. All I do is wipe that away. Now, I'll get even sillier. I'll take Parmesan cheese. I'll throw it straight on in. Let's watch it burn together, and then I'm going to wipe it on out. That's how confident I am that nothing sticks. I've even got sticky buns that came out of the oven. Watch this. I'll turn these guys out. Caramel.
Okay.
It's the stickiest thing that we know. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Here we go. And have a look at that.
How about that?
And
look at that. And I'll tell you this, and Curtis, you know this. I'm not the chef in my family.
Yep.
My husband is. And he does an amazing job. But that means I'm on cleanup duty. And this is why I believe that even if you're not the chef, you're the one on cleanup duty, you're gonna love Curtis Stone pans, because you're gonna love the DuraPan. I never have to soak, I never have to scrub, I never have to wait, I never have to get in there with a little elbow grease. The pans literally clean themselves.
They sure, I mean, look at the smoke coming off this burning cheese right here. Okay, now, some mistakes do happen in the kitchen, and this might be one of your mistakes. Well, if you have DuraPan, guess what? It's not really a mistake, because that is the result. You literally wipe that burnt cheese straight off, and then you keep on cooking. I get a sweat up when I'm doing this demonstration, because I love it. It's so fun. There's so many different things going on.
He loves to see things go into flames.
She's like, oh my
the
God,
fire alarm's getting ready to go off.
Look at the stock pot.
But you can use metal utensils in here. That's how strong the DuraPan finishes. If you need to stick your knife or fork in there, or a spoon or a spatula, go ahead. You don't have to baby these.
No.
You can wash them in the sink. You can throw them in the dishwasher. But I highly recommend, if you're even thinking about this, we have about 100 of you ordering. We've got about 100 left. So I would, if you're on the phones, go right to hsn.com, and that way you can place your order on our website at hsn.com. Or if you got the HSN app, zoom right to the front of the phone lines. We rarely get the 15-piece set in. This is my set. I hope it's your set. I know it works great for me and my husband in a small apartment. But if you are challenged with kitchen space, like we all are, there's always room for a nesting cookware set.
Well, look at this. A big old stock pot. So whether you're making your own stocks, soups, or broths, I've actually gone ahead and made a chili. So just wait until you see this. I'm going to say 1. I'm going to serve 3 bowls, right? I'll fill them all the way to the top, and then you wait and see how much is still left in this stock pot, because it's a big old 5-quart stock pot. You guys, you are going crazy on the phone lines. If you want to skip that line and secure yours, because we are about to call this sold out and we're not messing around, go to hsn.com and grab it as fast as you can, because it is gone.
A fabulous opportunity. Let me just remind everybody what they're getting. I'm getting updates right now as we speak. Okay, so how many of these do we have left? And we're going to take into account all of you that are ordering. So when we go, that'll be last call. 8-inch fry pan with a lid, that's yours. 10-inch fry pan with a lid, that's yours. This is the 12-inch fry pan with the lid. Then you're getting saucepans from the 1-quart to the 2-quart, both with lids. Here's your nearly 3-quart saucepan with the lid. I love the nesting handles. They don't get stuck. There's plenty of room in your cupboard. And then this is that giant stock pot. This is a 6-quart stock pot with the lid. This is $60. $60 right here. This giant saute pan with the lid, that's like another $50. The largest saucepan, that's like another $40. We're looking at about $350, because you're also getting that universal steamer insert. You can pop into any of the pans or fry pans. It's like $350 worth of cookware that you're getting at $150 off. Check out FlexPay. FlexPay is interest-free monthly payments on any major credit card. You make your first payment with free shipping. We get this out to you right away. How much are you saving on shipping? This is a big box. It's like $18 in savings just in the shipping and handling.
Look, I'm making crepes here. I'm breaking crepes is what I should say. I just broke that one. But you can see how simple it is. And this just shows off the non-stick quality, right? So watch this. I'll slide that one out. Into my pan here, I'm using my gravy separator as a crepe dispenser. But I pour that crepe batter in. I go ahead and swirl it around. And you watch, with no butter or oil, just like I cook with no butter or oil in anything that we're doing, in literally 30 seconds, I'll be able to turn this crepe. I've got to wait for it just to set, but nothing sticks. And that's what's so special about this cookware.
Is that the ultimate test?
It really is. I mean, a crepe with no butter or oil, like
that to me is like a disaster waiting to happen
it doesn't get any harder.
In previous lives.
You can just see those little bubbles starting to form. That's indicating that it's pretty much ready. I'm going to just rush it along just a little. Come on, I'm on live television. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. There
Perfection.
You go. Now,
every single
there's no oil or butter. Touch that pan and look at it. It slides around. Absolutely perfect every single time.
You know what I love is that your pans gave me confidence to do the cooking. It's not always my turn, but when it is, I know I'm never going to burn anything.
Right.
I can sear things beautifully.
Yeah.
I know that nothing is going to stick, and it's also even heating.
That's right.
Oh, I need that.
Oh yeah, these are my little,
Those are amazing.
little egg rings, brand new, sets of 4. I think we've got a couple of hundred left. We started the weekend with about 5,000. So like everything on this weekend, it's all about to be out the door. But we're so glad you're shopping with us.
We're so glad, and we'll tell you when this set sells out, and we'll give you some updates on our weekly deal drop. We have crab cakes waiting in the wings. We've got that slow cooker. I also have an update on his famous loaf pan. That's getting ready to sell out. And the olive oil is back. It's going to be a great day. Did you know, if you've been looking at our amazing sets, that some of these plants are not real? I know. They're called Nearly Natural. High quality, lifelike faux trees and plants that you can shop online at hsn.com. You can go ahead and check them out if you're like me and green thumb was not something you were born with. This is going to make your life so much easier. You never have to water them, feed them, or worry if they're in the sun or the shade. That's Nearly Natural. And when we come back, oh, we got a lot to talk about. But I'm so glad you're watching and shopping Curtis Stone on HSN. Don't go away. Olive oils are next.
Why settle for ordinary when you can step into extraordinary? Designs that are as bold and vibrant as you are. Katy Perry Collections, right here on HSN.
Here at HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800-284-3900.
Inspiration comes to me from everywhere.
1, 2, 3.
And I love bringing you my favorites. Whether it's hand-picked gemstones or fashion must-haves straight from my closet. Style is self-expression. These are beautiful things, and it's a thrill to share my collections with you. Only on HSN and at hsn.com.
Saturday and Sunday, take it all home, all weekend long for less. It's 5 Flex Weekend, and for even more super amazing savings, come back for Mystery Monday to reveal your mystery deal.
Okay, we are so thrilled. Now, all the years that you've been a professional chef, award-winning entrepreneur, a restaurateur, you've never had your own olive oil until now.
Well, I've tasted olive oil from literally all over the world, from Greece, from Italy, from Spain, absolutely everywhere. I went to do an episode of my show, Field Trip, where I go and source out the best ingredients in the world. I went to an olive grove in Australia called Cobram. It was the greatest tasting oil I've ever tasted, and I've collaborated with them. We've put together this incredible olive oil. Look at this gift box, by the way. Here it is, you guys. Now, they started the olive company in Australia. They've expanded to California. So we have an Aussie, sorry, this is the Aussie and this is the Californian, both single origin, right? So we know exactly all the traceability of where the olives come from. Every single olive that's harvested, the thing that you don't think about with olive oil, it's a fruit juice. Olive is a fruit, and their juice is the oil, right? You need to harvest it as fast as possible. It's guaranteed that between 4 and 6 hours, every single olive that's picked at Cobram is harvested within 4 to 6 hours.
Wow.
And that is the freshness, and that's how you get all of that beautiful flavor. The dark bottles ensure that it doesn't oxidize and it keeps that incredible flavor. I'm going to pop that back down and leave that right there. Let me show you the color, because the color is everything. This is just a normal olive oil, right? Have a look at the color of that. You can barely even see it. And then let me show you.
Like olive oil from the grocery store?
Yep, exactly. This is the Californian. Have a look at that color. And then let me show you the Aussie. Now, by the way, if you can see the screw top here, we give you the screw top lid. Let me just see, when I take that off, see how that just popped out? I'll show you again. Every time you lift the lid, pop, out it comes. So we've done that so you can just pour as if you're in a restaurant, because this is like so gorgeous and so wonderful. You don't want to waste a single drop. Come on over and have a taste.
Okay.
Now, the Californian has a little bit of a peppery note, but they're both so smooth. Oh my goodness. So delicious. It's a finishing oil, extra virgin. Isn't that good?
That's so good.
It has like a
delicious.
little sort of floral citrus to it. This is the Aussie.
Okay.
Now the Aussie has a little sweet note to it. It's luscious, it's rich, it's smooth. It's extra virgin. What that means is first pressed.
That is so good.
It's never been heated. Now, of course, if you heat the olives during that harvest process, what happens is you get a bigger yield, but you damage the oil. It's more volatile. Doesn't taste the same. You lose that gorgeous big orange color, and that's why I'm just pouring it over a little hummus here. That's why we call that extra virgin. The flavor of this, you guys, is just unbelievable.
I think I'll park myself right by the olive oil. I hope you're getting a chance to order these. These have been so popular. You get two. You get one of each, and they're on a very amazing sale price now, $49.95. They're big 17-ounce bottles, 500 mLs. We have it on FlexPay. We have this on free shipping. And this is all hand-selected by you. What should we look for in an olive oil, or what are we not getting when we go to the grocery store?
Well, what you want is you want it to be harvested really quickly. That's super important, and that's how you maintain all of that wonderful flavor. So you're seeing the olive grove right here in Australia. You're seeing how it's picked and then, of course, pressed. That happens within 4 to 6 hours. That way you get all of the incredible flavors. You get that medium intensity. It's crisp, it's fruity, it's floral. It's incredibly well balanced. And the best part of all is we're getting it to you in an incredibly quick process, right? So this is a bit like a wine. It's a vintage. Now, have a look at the color of this. I'm just pouring a little bit over my crab cakes here. Now, of course, I don't cook with olive oil because I use my Durapans and I don't need to. But what I do is I finish my food with oil for its flavor, right? So even a piece of fish like this, I would always just give a little drizzle, just like that, of the olive oil around the outside.
Can I try one of those crab cakes? These are coming up, by the way. The crab cakes are finally
they're so
back
good.
in stock. They're coming up next hour, and they're so flaky and they're so yummy, and they've got big, giant lump pieces of crab.
Maybe you want to do something like a no mayonnaise potato salad.
Those
Isn't
are
that
so
great?
good.
They're so delicious.
Oh,
Now
they're so good.
I'm pouring some of this is the Australian, so this has that little bit of sweetness because I'm going to do it with a potato. So just go ahead, pour that in, give that a mix. I've got some onions, I've got some capers, I've got some dill, I've got a little bit of mustard. You make that as kind of a dressing. So you're making your own vinaigrettes when you've got great quality finishing oil or extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to pour that over my potatoes. You want to stay away from the saturated fats, so less mayonnaise, less butter, and of course olive oil, very, very natural. Like I said before.
Like the Mediterranean diet.
Absolutely.
It all starts with olive oil.
Yeah, if you look at all the blue zones, they've got a couple of things in common, and one of them is olive oil. They all have a lot of beautiful extra virgin olive oil because it's just so good for you. Even over a steak.
We're really busy. This is brand new. You have not tasted anything yet if you've not experienced Curtis Stone's very first olive oil. It's extra virgin olive oil. It's cold pressed olive oil. You get the color, you get the flavor, you get the freshness. It gets a beautiful gift box.
Look at the gift box.
You could send that to Mom for Mother's Day.
Oh, what a great idea.
Dad for
a gift
Father's
for Mum.
Day.
Absolutely. By the way, this is guaranteed to arrive before then. Free shipping and handling. You can see that beautiful box, right? I'll show you all the details of the box because we really just think this is such a special product. Now, if we were selling this at a grocery store, of course, we'd be selling it to the grocery store for this price. They'd then double it.
Right.
So you'd be paying $100 at least.
It'd be like $50 bottles of olive oil. By the way, a lot of you are doing this on auto ship, which is a great idea because if you love olive oil like I do and you want it, you know, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you want it as the beautiful element to add to your healthy meals at home, say yes to auto ship. You can secure that price and the free shipping going forward, so that's going to come in handy. Also, I know a lot of you are brand new to HSN.
Right.
So they cannot find this olive oil anywhere else.
This is the only place it's sold anywhere in the world, right? So we developed it with Cobram. They are extremely excited about it. The two guys that started it, two Aussie dudes, they've done so well for themselves because their product is so brilliant. Now check this out. I've done a little chimichurri. That's a little red wine vinegar, a little bit of fresh herb, and then some of that gorgeous olive oil. You stick that on the side of your steak. I tell you what, there's a massive trend going around right now. It's olive oil and ice cream. Have you heard of it?
Oh.
Vanilla ice cream. You just can't believe it until you've tasted it. Now, I'd use the Australian one for this. That's the gold label. You see the two labels, one gold, one more yellow. So go for the Aussie because it has a bit more of a sweet note to it. Just pour just a little drizzle over the top. This is actually quite common in Italy, by the way. And then you hit it with just a little sea salt. Just like that.
Wow.
Come on in.
Okay.
Taste that.
Now I need spoons. Oh, here's some spoons.
So good. And it's really unexpected, you know, but the flavor of it is really fabulous. Isn't that crazy?
That's actually really good. That is
I know
so
you were skeptical.
good. I was.
But you
I
get,
was a little skeptical.
You get the citrus notes, that tiny bit of pepper that goes so well with the ice cream.
This is actually delicious.
Isn't it? It really is.
You know how sometimes something sweet and salty kind of go together?
Yeah, of course. It's Nancy Silverton, who just did Chef's Table. She's got this incredible restaurant. I had it for the first time with her, and she was like, in Italy we do this a lot. And I was like, really? And then I was like, okay.
But you could never do that with an inferior olive oil, right?
Be terrible.
It would
yeah.
This is why you have to have really good olive oil.
You do.
To put it over ice cream. So are most of the olive oils that we buy at the grocery store, are they blends?
They're either blends or they're what's called a pomace oil, which means that the oil's been heated during the harvest process, right? And that's how they can do it cheap, because it's been heated and you lose all the flavor, right? Because it's actually not, it's not a virgin oil. Let me just go ahead and, I'm using my shears here to cut
So when they're
just a little
heated,
basil.
they lose the flavor.
You lose that flavor, you lose the color. It's why an oil ends up more like this. That could also just be from an inferior olive, right? And if you're blending olives, and what normally happens with an olive oil is there's all these different farms dumping their olives in this one place.
Sure.
They all get pressed and then they all get blended. And those olives could have been a day old or a week old. You just don't know. And they do turn rancid kind of quickly. Would you drink orange juice that was a week old? No.
No.
You want those oranges squeezed as quickly as you can. Same deal with the olive oil.
By the way, if you want the auto ship, how many are left now in auto ship? It's going very quickly. I think we only have a few hundred left.
Oh, yeah.
How many? In auto ship, we have like 100?
Oh, wow.
500. 500 left now in auto ship. This is such a great gift idea. You
really
know
is.
someone who loves olive oil. You know someone who loves, this is like, to me, a classic summer dish. Just a mozzarella tomato salad. This is one of my favorite things to order at a restaurant. Do you know why food always tastes better in Italy? It's because of the olive oil, right? Everything tastes better when you're right there at the source. And so why not let an internationally renowned award-winning chef, he's not going to put his name on it unless it meets his very high standards.
So good. Now we have a little video of my brother and I actually wandering through the olive grove. And it's such a beautiful place. You just can't quite believe where you are. It's gorgeous. And these trees are looked after like babies. They're harvested. There's a variety of different olive varieties that they grow, so that it's kind of like blending a wine. You don't want to just use one grape varietal usually. You want to use different, but you still want that traceability. You want to know exactly where all of those olives come from. Now that's the farm in Australia. They also have the farm here now in California, which is just up in Northern California. And this olive oil, you guys, what a gift for Mum.
Saying true to your roots, a little bit of Australia, a little bit of California.
My favorite two places.
And we love Curtis Stone wherever he is. But if you enjoy our 5 flex pay weekends, do jump in, take advantage. What we're going to do next is something that no one has seen until now. And if you're someone who's a little challenged in the kitchen, like I am, I like to cook. If I'm going to cook, I want to cook for the entire week, or I want to cook something that's going to last for several meals. What we're offering you next is the lowest price we have ever offered on a multi-cooker. Have you shopped multi-cookers? They are very expensive, and they do not do half of the things that the Curtis Stone multi-cooker does. Because he's putting his name on it, it has to be the best of the best. This is his brand. He is the designer, he's the inventor, he's the owner, and this is an amazing buy because it usually is $180. We're taking $40 off the price, and we're throwing in free shipping and 5 flex pay for as long as our quantities last. You're getting 10 recipes, but it does your slow cook, it does your searing, it does your sauteing, it does your braising, your stir fry, it has a manual mode, it has a keep warm mode, and it has all the benefits of a Dutch oven without the weight. In fact, this pan, this blew my mind, Curtis. It comes out of your slow cooker.
Right.
You can put this on the stovetop or in the oven.
Well, show them the bottom because it's got an induction plate on the bottom, so you can actually use that on induction, gas, electric. So you use it as a normal piece of cookware, and you can see on the inside, I mean, we'd sell that for $80, maybe even $100 just on its own, right? But you're actually taking home the entire machine, and the options are endless. So I'm going to lift the lid over here because I've done beautiful slow-cooked beef. I tell you what, when you get this home, now, the only thing that's challenging about this is taking the meat out because it's so tender it can fall apart. Are you ready?
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so there it is. Now let me show it to you. I mean, literally just pulls apart. So the beautiful thing here is you're buying the cheaper cuts of meat, right? More affordable cuts of meat because they're normally tougher. But we're going to cook them tender. And this is the result, you guys. Now, of course, I would put this back in my pot, but I'm going to bring the pot up and show you. I know we've got an overhead camera, but I want you to see how this literally just lifts right on up. Right, so that's all of the veggies, all of that delicious potatoes and the gravy that's created during that cooking process. All right, now, I know you're looking at that and being like, if only I could serve that to my family. Let me show you how you do it, because it's actually very, very simple. So in this pan, I'm going to do exactly what you just saw. All you do is you start off with a big old piece of meat like this. I've got it on sear. You can hear that temperature, right? So it goes all the way up to 450 degrees. Then you throw your veggies in. I've got some garlic. You throw them in whole. Because of the long cooking process, you can literally throw your vegetables in whole. Then you're going to go ahead, cover it with that beef broth. Hear that?
Wow.
You turn it down, right? And now you let it braise. It cooks for about 3 hours. That turns into what you just saw me do over there. It is so quick, so simple, and just so delicious.
Is there anything more delicious? You could do like pulled pork, you could do pulled pork sandwiches.
That's right.
If you're trying to eat more veggies and you know, it just sometimes takes more time to prepare them, make everything ahead of time and come home and dinner is ready, right?
You hit it. Like I said, Memorial Day is just weeks away, and what do you want to be serving for Memorial Day? I don't know about you, but the great thing about this, it's so simple. I mean, look at this chili, and look at the quantity that we've gone ahead and done here. So, you know, you can cook for a big group and you don't have to do any work. You can actually relax and have fun with them instead of running around. The truth is, if you're grilling, when you're grilling, you've got a lot of work to do. You're at the grill, you're seasoning, you're taking things in and out. Here you can do all the work the day before, and then when people come over, you're like, here you go, sit down, have yourself a bowl of this or that, and all the work's done.
What can we make in a slow cooker like this?
Well, you can do pulled pork, you can do slow-cooked lamb, you can do chili, you can do bolognese, all sorts of pasta dishes. It's endless. By the way, we've given you a beautiful recipe book here that goes through. We've actually photographed all of the different dishes. I think there's 20 different recipes that we went ahead and photographed for you. So have a look at some of these ideas. Slow-cooked chili. There's that beautiful pozole. So many great ideas. Or ratatouille, a beautiful vegetarian dish. There's a pasta. There's some lettuce cups. I mean,
that's a great idea.
The options really are endless.
Especially if you're trying to like maybe eat more vegetarian meals, which we are in my family. Sometimes it's like, oh, that has to cook all day, right? You're making rice, you're making beans, you're making more roast vegetables. Go ahead and put it on one of the slow cookers and you're ready to go. Here's what I'm so thrilled about is that for the first time ever, we have cut the price. This has never been $139.95 with 5 FlexPay and free shipping until now. It's also very limited. Do we have a sellout on our 15-piece set? We'll make sure that we show you what's sold out and what is still available because we are getting really limited. We've had so many sellouts the entire weekend. It is sold out? Okay, congratulations. The 15-piece has sold out. So this could be the next item to go. We would love for you to place your order. We'd love for you to get this home because I think when you make an investment in something like this, Curtis, you really have something that will last you years and years that you'll use throughout the entire year. And you'll find even more ways to use it when you get it home.
By the way, you'll actually save money by purchasing something like this because, you know, if you stop and think about it, you're buying the cheaper cuts of meat, right? So a pork butt costs you a whole lot less than pork fillet, right? So if you're going to cook pork fillet on the on the grill, it's going to cost you way more, especially when you're buying this cheaper cut here of the pork butt. So, you know, look at those pulled pork sandwiches. I mean, I feel like just taking one and going and sitting down somewhere. Now, of course, don't forget, you can literally lift this pot out and you can use it separately, right? So you're also able to use that pot just as it is. It's a beautiful pan all into itself. In fact, I've got one in the oven.
I'm going to have to take a little bite, though, on my way over.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, the whole crew is like cheering me on because no one else gets to come out here until the show is over. So in the meantime,
look at this.
It is so tender. It is so delicious. It just melts in your mouth.
I mean, look at this. I've baked the bread, right? So I've actually done this incredible cheesy bread. Let me show you how much fun this is going to be.
Because the pan goes not only in your slow cooker.
That's right.
It's completely removable. This is the pan you can also put in the kitchen, on the stovetop, in their oven up to 450 degrees, and then you can serve in this pan.
You sure can.
A lot of other slow cookers, you can't take the pan in and out like this one.
No, of course not. Well, this is a pan all unto itself, so you get that crunchy bread on the outside, an absolute delicious. It's really hot, so be careful. I don't want you to burn yourself.
I just want you to see how cheesy this is. This is like melt in your mouth cheese. I love that you can bake in it. I love that you can saute. I love that you can get all these amazing moist and tender and juicy pieces of meat, but you can also just do something decadent like this. Even if you are also grilling, a lot of times it's nice to offer another option like, hey guys, there's also pasta, there's also chili, there's also soup, there's also stews, there's also these wonderful, incredible vegetable meals you can do.
Oh yeah, you can do a stir fry in here. That's what I'm doing right now. Because you've got a sear function that lets you go to 450 degrees, right? So yes, it's a slow cooker, but you're searing in the same pan.
There's cheesy bread.
Isn't that something?
It's to die for.
Little bit of butter, little bit of olive oil, of course, our wonderful olive oil, and just a tiny bit of cheese.
Okay, I may not leave the cheese station. I love that we're giving you $40 off. Now, this is your first ever DuraPan nonstick 6-in-1 multi-cooker. It's brand new this year. 12 years we've been so thrilled to have Curtis Stone here as our resident, internationally renowned, award-winning chef. And Curtis, I want everyone to know, like, it's so important to you. You really put your heart and your soul and your passion. This is not just a hobby for you. This is your business.
Oh, yeah.
You're hands-on. You're the designer. You're the inventor. You don't just put your name on something.
No, this is my business.
This is your pride and joy.
It really is. I love it. I mean, listen to the sizzle of that stir fry. Now, for me, cooking comes first, but then the product development is so fun. And to be able to come up with a pan that you can use outside. Let me walk you through this little animation. This is 6 quarts, you guys. It is a huge pan. I mean, you're cooking for an army when you're cooking in this. The DuraPan interior, it's both on the lid and, of course, the walls and the bottom of the pan as well. All of these different functions. This is 69% lighter because you would have seen one that looks like this that's made out of cast iron before. This is nearly 70% lighter than that model, and it is so much easier to use. It is just perfectly table ready. You can
Look at that.
Isn't that great?
That's right.
Yeah.
I haven't been in the gym doing any, haven't been pumping iron. I know it looks like I do, but I don't. But this is just so easy. And I love that you can carry this. If you're not already serving it, you can store it in the fridge. You can pop this in the oven. You can put it back in here. And I love the capacity. The capacity is large. It's like over 6 quarts. I made the mistake of buying a slow cooker once. And I thought, oh, there's just 2 of us.
Right.
I'm going to get the small one.
Oh, no.
Guess what? I thought this was a terrible idea because I couldn't even make a whole recipe. I had to cut everything by half or in 4 parts, and then I realized we had no leftovers.
Right.
The whole point of doing a slow cook or one of these fabulous meals is so there are leftovers or enough for friends and family.
Now, the great thing about being able to pick this up and use the pot independently is look at what I did. I made a macaroni and cheese in the slow cooker, the multi-cooker, and then I went ahead and put a crumb on and I threw it under the broiler, right? So you can do that. In fact, you can use this pan with or without the machine. But have a look at my macaroni and cheese. Oh, yeah. Forgive me for the not being so graceful, but I just wanted to get it out and show you. Look at the pan. Nothing sticks to it, right? Here's that gorgeous mac and cheese. I mean, look at it.
So that's
cheesy
the DuraPan finish.
And gorgeous, yeah. And that crumb will mix all the way through. Now, of course, you will leave it in the pan and you'll just serve it that way. But I did want to show you, we use the DuraPan, just like with all of my cookware. We've sold 5 million pieces of DuraPan, and this is why. The cleanup is so simple. It is so beautifully easy. 6 quarts, you guys. It is absolutely huge.
And it's nice to have like all the benefits of a Dutch oven, but have something we can actually carry.
Right.
And Dutch ovens are great, but you probably know they're very heavy,
Right.
and they're very hard to clean, and they're very hard to manage. Some of you don't even like to take them out of the oven because you're bending over, you're leaning down. I mean, it's...
So put on my pinky.
Okay.
I mean,
Let me
that's
take
what's
the
so
lid.
cool. Look at that. You guys, it is really lightweight. And I don't have particularly strong pinkies. They're just pinkies, like anyone else's pinkies.
We're getting very busy. Here's what you need to know. This has never been $139 until right now. This is the lowest price we have ever offered. And if you love the idea of doing more slow cooking, of doing more vegetables, of doing more stir fries and braising, you want that just incredible soft and tender and juicy pulled pork. You want that incredible beef stew that we made. You want your cheesy bread. You want your baked mac and cheese. You want to do a little seafood broil.
Little apple crumble with raspberries that I've got over here.
I'm going in for the mac and cheese.
And then look at this. I take my silicone handles, I pop that on, I lift this out, and now if I want to put it back in the oven, I totally can. You know, or you can just go ahead and serve it the way it is. Gorgeous. Look at the capacity, you guys. I mean, that is dinner done for the whole family. So whether it's the mac and cheese, whether it's the pulled pork, maybe it's the crumble, don't forget, we're giving you all these different recipes so you can try this stuff out. But I really encourage you to get this home, give it a go. It is a 6-in-1. There's so many different functions here. But I've made the panel extremely easy to use.
Oh, we should mention this lid rest real quick, because I know a lot of you love the idea of, I love this because it's not only great for lid rests, but it's also great for your books or your recipes or your spoons.
It's so great. Now, you're showing that panel there. So what you're seeing is the slow cook or the sear, the braise or the stir fry. They're the 4 settings. And then, of course, you can go onto manual. It goes for as many hours as you will want it to go for, or you can use the presets, and there are all those presets there. But very easy to use. I hate things that are difficult to use. I always want them to be simple.
If you like to cook once and kind of be done for a couple days, you want leftovers, or you want to cook in the morning and make sure everyone can eat whenever they get home at night, whatever time they get home. I know a lot of families are on different schedules, right?
Yeah.
The kids have after-school activities, you know, mom and dad working at different times.
Yeah, you put this on the keep warm function, and it keeps the dinner hot for hours, so whoever's coming in, or a buffet if you're having a